She don't like her eggs all runny. She thinks crossing her legs is funny. She looks down her nose at money. She gets it on like the Easter bunny. She's my baby, I'm her honey. Never gonna let her go.
Yeah, well, he ain't got laid in a month of Sundays. I got him once and he was sniffing my undies. He ain't too sharp, but he gets things done. Drinks his beer like it's oxygen. Yeah, he's my baby, don't mean maybe. Never gonna let him go. In spite of ourselves, we'll end up sitting on a rainbow. Against all odds, honey, we're the big door prize. We're gonna spite our noses right off of our faces. And there won't be nothing but a big old heart dancing in our eyes.
Well, she thinks all my jokes are corny. Convict movies make her horny. She likes ketchup on her scrambled eggs. She swears like a sailor when she shaves her legs. But she digs the gift on the gift. Never gonna let her go.
He's got more balls than a big brass monkey. He's a whacked out weirdo and a love bug junkie. Sly as a fox, crazy as a loon. When Petty comes, he's a howling at the moon. He's my baby, don't mean maybe. Never gonna let him go. In spite of ourselves, we'll end up sitting on a rainbow. Against all odds, honey, we're the big door prize. You're gonna spite our nose right off of our faces. And there won't be nothing but a big old heart dancing in our eyes. In spite of...
All right, that was good. Nice little intro to the show. I think their name was Dan and Kevin. Let's check on that before we go. Hold on, get out of here. Dan and Kim. And if you look up the YouTube user Nitty, Nitty, that's how you can find them. Thanks for the intro, but it was getting a little too long for me. John Prine cover. God bless John Prine. Died of from coronavirus complications, evidently. I don't know. Let me see the autopsy, Motherfucker wore a mask. Anyway, Wendy's in my hometown is offering a $300 sign-on bonus. Go get your $300. Got quite a few people that I know that think you get the $300 up front, and you got to be the dumbest pieces of garbage that thinks that. If you got your $300 up front from Wendy's, then my dad, myself, my mother, we would have all applied last week, and we would have fucking quit the next day. They can't fuck with you if they give you the money. Guess what? You got to be there for 90 days, people. That's what a sign-on bonus is. You don't just get that shit. And I know more than one person who thinks you just get that shit. That's, wow. How fucking stupid do you have to be to think that Wendy's is just handing out $300 once you apply and be like, oh, yeah, man, I'll be here next Tuesday. I will see you on Tuesday. Fuck you. You are dumb if that's what you think. Guys, I don't know what to talk about tonight. I don't know where to start. I don't know how to start. That's how I typically do it. That being said, I did take a little bit of notes. Let me see what I decided to talk about here. Oh, it is 420 tomorrow, and we could talk about that later. I got lots to fucking say about how that's bullshit and people well, do you want to start with 420? Do we start with 420 or do we start with these live fucking updates on the George Floyd murder trial? Be completely honest, do not know the murderer's name or the the defendant's name. Oh, I don't want to watch nothing. I want to, oh, for fuck's sake.
Another massive game.
Reds, blues.
Technical difficulties, as always. This is what I need. Copy that shit, paste that shit, and then let's share that shit. Oh, bam. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. More technical difficulties, guys. Don't know exactly what's happening. There we go. Got it up. But we're going right here to Derek. Again, don't know his name. Don't know how to pronounce it. Chauvin, Chavon, Chauvin. I don't know. Try not to pay attention to or give them any kind of light. What we know about the jury, I don't want to read about the jury just yet. I did see something interesting that came in not too long ago, and is what the judge said after the closing arguments. And we'll go through them live. Like I said, I saw them with you, or I saw them earlier, but I'm watching them with you. And I think, look, this is all open to debate. I try to be funny about it. And if something comes up, I will be funny about it. But let's go. He outlined 4 key things the jury will need to do. I understand, and I think people understand that this jury, this is a big fucking case, huge media influence. And we need to fucking reiterate at some point that this jury needs to fucking forget what they've seen on TV and just remember what they've seen in this courtroom. And I get that. And I know that that's what the judge was trying to do. But I also think that judge was definitely giving the defense a little bit of benefit of the doubt. But let's go. 1, take the time you need to reflect carefully and thoughtfully about the evidence. So it goes back to what I just said. Forget about everything you've heard. Look at the fucking courtroom. Remember what happened in this courtroom. Let's be honest, though. I mean, 8 minutes, 53 seconds. Is that what it is? I don't even remember, and I'm sorry about that. But that's some evidence from me. 2. All right, we'll move on to 2. Think about why you're making the decision you're making and examine it for bias and reconsider your first impressions of the people and the evidence in this case. See, like, there you go. First impressions is, how, son? Motherfucker just got choked. Like, motherfucker was begging for his life and asking for his mother, and you didn't have the heart to take your fucking knee off for a second. Do you know, like, have you ever been in a pool and you're holding your breath contest? As simple and as innocent as that, guys. You're holding your breath in a pool with your nephew, or you're a kid, you're 12 years old, and you're having I can hold my breath longer than you in a pool contest, right? And you've lost, right? You get to like 42 seconds and you lost. And in hindsight, all you're thinking is, man, if I had just had that, if I could have just had that little, I'd have lasted way longer. Do you know what I mean? So who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows what'll happen? But again, he's saying get all first impressions out of here. That was my first impression of it. That's my honest. Again, I try to be comedic, and we'll get there hopefully. But this podcast so far this is just my honest opinion. Take your breath, take your knee off for a minute, like just a split second. You got the power, bro. Just take it off. Take it off, put it back on. Take it off, put it back on. Take it off, put it back on. Do what you got to do. But you never took it off. That was my first impression. And this motherfucker is telling him, don't be biased. Take it. So then he says, first impressions of people and the evidence in this case. And if the people involved in this case from a different background, for example, richer or poor, more or less educated, older or younger, or different gender, different identity, race, religion, or sexual orientation, would you still view them and any evidence the same way? Got it, buddy. Got it, right? Understood your point. Very cool to read. But as you're saying this, like, I'm tired of your fucking comparisons by the time you get to race and religion, and you know what you're fucking doing. That's a judge. I mean, that's fucking smart. He doesn't drive home race, but at the same time, he makes sure it's also not as important. I don't know. Fucking argue with me, people. You can comment live. That's what's great about my show. Anyway, number 3, listen to one another. I'm down with that. Listen to one another. There's plenty of fucking movies and shit about that. Like, listen to one another. Must carefully evaluate the evidence, risk to help each other, resist any urge to reach a verdict imposed by bias or for or against any party or witness. Each of you have different backgrounds, and we will be feeling this case in light of your own insights, assumptions, and biases. Listening to different perspectives may help you to better identify the possible effects. The possible effects of these hidden biases. So I think there was a CNN mistype. I'm not that dumb. I understand. Listen to each other, right? But goddamn, it's hard to fucking beat what I've just said. And I even fucking watched or read the closing arguments of the prosecution yet. 4, resist jumping to conclusions based on personal dislikes, generalizations, gut feeling, prejudice, sympathies, stereotypes, or unconscious biases. So he drove this whole bias thing home. Totally agree with him because he's got to say that. He's got to do that. At the same fucking time, man, like, I just don't know. I think it's I don't know. I guess that's how you get a fair trial. If the judge highlights the fact that it's maybe an unfair trial because, like, I don't know, like 4 billion people watched it. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not. I don't know if it's not an unfair trial. And I think that's what's shown here with this judge saying, hey, really think about this. Because it is going to change the course of the nation, right? I mean, it's got to. This verdict is going to change everything. If it's guilty, that's it. Like, that's how you hold someone accountable. I'm not saying every cop's, but I talk about, it's a theme because it's been a theme for a year in this country. So it's been a theme for my show and my, obviously, politics and trying to get people talking and discussing and bullshitting. But my stance is always, I'm not saying all are bad. I'm not saying all are good. I'm not saying anything. I'm not taking a stance on the real important, like on the things that I don't control. But what I'm saying from seeing it, that's what I always do, is that that's how you hold someone accountable. I'm a big soccer fan, as you know, and recently some guy, I think he's from the Czech Republic or something. Norway. I'm not sure where he's from. He plays for a team in the Czech Republic. And he ran up to a guy from Finland who's black, who plays for a team from Scotland, and he called him a fucking monkey. And he ran all the way to tell him that. And it was very clear and evident that he had done it on purpose and said it. And he got a 10-match ban. And I think there's like 7 games left in the season. It's kind of wrapping up. No big deal, really, right? If they'd have banned him for a year, or if they'd have just suspended him forever, like, you can't fucking play here. Like, if you're going to be a cunt like that, then you can't play anymore. And or affected the money men that, like, ran his team or had the business. And it was like, hey, man, here is like a $10 million fine and or a match ban or whatever. That would have sent a message, and that would have held them accountable. So I understand the judge letting these people know to please try and make this real conscious decision, because I wasn't in the courtroom. Now, by no means do I think my mind would have been changed, but I understand the judge. That being said, you want to hold a policeman accountable for doing something like this, and if the court and the jury and the U.S. justice system that I guess most of these cops and maybe 99% of these cops sign up to work for believe in, right? So if they believe in the verdict and it is guilty and this guy does go to jail for the rest of his fucking life and he is a cop in jail, and I got to highlight it with parentheses because I try to do this too. He could have saved 100 lives. Close parentheses. He's also probably arrested 1,000. And as much as we honor him and he's got a legacy and he's done well and done good things, then where did it? I mean, if he's actually done, I've said it before, take your fucking knee off for a minute, dude. But yeah, he's going to have a real fucking hard time and nobody wants that. So 100%, if it's not guilty, then what the fuck? Let's all see the evidence and make us all think that way. Let's fucking see it. If it is guilty, then it needs to be maximum punishment and no excuse for it and no fucking letting up. And look, that'll put the motherfuckers in their place. And if we have to force people to not be racist and not be prejudiced and force them by fear, then we'll fucking force them by fear. And that maybe will give us a little time and a little space and a little fucking break that we can all just start getting together and figuring it out together. You know what I mean? That'd be cool. Because I think right now there's this huge fucking division. And it's this huge fucking correct. I can't even make like pretty funny black jokes anywhere. I've really never been able to do that. But I definitely can't make any funny white jokes anywhere, which is insane to me. Like, seriously. White jokes. There's not that many of them, but fuck's sake. I don't know too many white jokes either. Let's find them. Have we done this before on the podcast? Let's see if we can do it live. Check it. White jokes. So I need to be straight up with everybody is if you type in, it's sad. If you type in black jokes, you'll see a lot of very racist, offensive one-liners. But it's all about stereotypes. It's supposed to be offensive, but it's supposed to be funny and lighthearted. But you're going to find a billion of them that aren't funny and aren't lighthearted. I've just typed in white jokes, and I think I'm going to have a real hard time finding them. So let's see. Are white people jokes racist? I don't know. Just somebody tell me a white joke. Like, I know we smell like wet dogs, but I don't know what the difference is. Let's try to write one. What's the difference between a white person and a wet dog? You'd give the wet dog a little food if he came out of your house. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of it. I'm not black, so I can't tell these. These are funny. So I think we're going into black Twitter, which is really funny shit. But I think we can all see it without me clicking on all of it. But white people, these are great. These are all great. White people love saying, everybody had the same idea when a place is busy. Fact. Like, I don't even have to fucking analyze these. I'll just go right through them. White people love saying, fancy meeting you here, when they run into someone they knew they were gonna see. All right, there are white jokes, and they're fucking fantastic. White people love saying, anywho, instead of anyhow. Holy shit, this is gold. White people love saying, ooh, I want to see that, after every trailer at the movie. Oh, I fucking love hating on white people. White people love saying something went down. So the quotations are wrong. White people love saying something went down the wrong pipe when they choke. This is so like every dad. White people love saying, you're going to have to roll me out of here after they eat too much. I fucking love these people. One leaf falls. White people. Well, stick a pumpkin up my ass and call me spooky. It's almost Halloween. I've never heard any white person say that, but that is perfect for every white person. Oh, you guys are faggots. White people love saying, well, someone's not happy. They hear a child crying somewhere. White people love saying, not getting. I say this every time. Not getting far without these. When coming back for their keys, they forgot. Oh, that's exactly what you do. There are white jokes out there, guys, and I love them. Keep them coming. Send them to me. I'm gonna try and come up with a few for next week. That shit's good. White people jokes. Want to do a couple segments on the show? Oh, actually, no. What do we want to talk about? Do we need to keep it serious? Yeah, maybe. It's 4:20 tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think. If those motherfuckers don't come up with a verdict on the George Floyd murder trial tomorrow, then they just want some free lunch in a hotel. So I'm thinking tomorrow we'll hear the verdict. Tomorrow's also Hitler's birthday, and tomorrow's anniversary of Columbine. All you have to say is Columbine. Tomorrow's also the anniversary. It's Chronica for all you pot smoking, wacky backy motherfuckers. And I don't know where to start with all of that. Columbine's fucked. I was in 7th grade. Shit was crazy. Watched it on TV. They shut down our school because they thought it was a fucking national war, and nothing happened at my school. But that was the attitude we took from it. Oh, nothing happened here. It's now when there is a mass shooting, we just don't give a shit about it. Jameson, would you like to hop on, man? You could definitely hop on. We can go into a couple topics. Hitler's birthday tomorrow. I believe that's why the killers did the Columbine thing. By the way, 13 kids went to school that day and got killed. And that's fucking insane. It's not a jacket. It's a Diego Maradona jersey from like 1986, I think. Boca Juniors. Oh, yeah, I fucking don't know. I would never be a good weatherman. Anyway, love Dale Earnhardt. Anyway, bullshit. Columbine happened, and then we were just cool with it. It was like, I don't know, they figured out the country didn't go into hysteria but for one day. So let's just keep having murders at schools and sensitize them into the fact that we're going to fucking do this whole thing called Operation 9/11. And since 20 school kids die every fucking month, then they're not going to give a shit about 2,600 adults. And on Wall Street, who gives a fuck about those? Just fucking hit them with a plane. Tell them they were fucking terrorists. Who the fuck could land like that into the Pentagon? I don't think there's a person in our ranks that could. Well, there was, and he died. Or is it? I don't know. No one could do that shit. No one. Anyway, school shooting. Oh, we don't care. It's just everyday bullshit. Oh, 9/11. Oh, America. Oh, school shootings. Who the fuck is doing this shit? I don't know. I had a segue, but I don't know where I put my fucking notes. Let me find them. I had a segue there. Yeah, mass shootings. I don't have anywhere to go with this. Again, self-awareless is typically me just kind of looking for stand-up material and hoping someone listens. Mass shootings is a term we just don't give a shit about anymore. I think there's been like 4 mass shootings since the country began to open up. And that is shit. One in a grocery store, one in a FedEx facility. So all you you assholes that were complaining about your FedEx being late the last couple of days, 14 people, I think, just died. 14 families. 14 times like 100 people minimum are fucking. That's insanity. And we just call it mass shooting instead of a shooting. And I don't know. It's insanity to me that we call it mass shooting and we don't care about it. But when you call me obese because I'm fucking 10 pounds overweight, then I fucking really give a shit. And I fucking go put my hands down or fingers down my throat and I puke because you use the word obese to describe me and I'm only chubby. I am not obese. So I'm puking my fucking dinner up every day because you use the word obese to describe me. And you're spending a bunch of fucking money on that. But you're also letting Walmart get away with $19 a month to pay their background check fee for these assholes that come in and buy goddamn AKs. And that's bullshit to me. And what I'm saying is obese gets your fucking attention. And you get mad at Michelle Obama for trying to combat the obese. But mass doesn't mean shit to you. Mass shooting, I think, means more than fucking 2. By the way, 2 is a goddamn mass shooting, but 3 is a mass. Okay, all right, we get it. 3, only 3? Well, guess what else? They consider 3 a mass. They also consider Vegas, where 500 plus people, and I'm sorry to disrespect the amount of people that got shot because I don't know the number, but I'm sorry, 500 plus people got shot. And how many died? Again, I don't countless fucking people. And that's called a mass shooting too. So 3 people getting shot in their backyard because, you know, sisters are fucking brothers and raping kids. I don't know. But 3 people getting shot in the backyard of a family dispute, a mass shooting. And we go, oh, that's crazy. And then 500 plus people get shot. It's called a mass shooting. And oh, that's crazy. And we fucking keep moving on. And if you don't think that's bullshit, that you pay more attention to the word obese than you do mass shooting, then I think you're fucking lame. And I think you're part of the problem in this country. When I say you're obese, you're going to stop eating your fucking Fruity Pebbles in the morning, and you're going to cut your carbs for a month, and you're going to stop, and you're going to think about that shit all fucking night. Obese? How dare that prick call me obese? But just the factual word. Obese means 5 pounds or 55 pounds. It's the same thing. It's obese. Mass shooting means 3 people and also 500 people. And you don't give a fuck about mass shooting. They've conditioned you. It's like saying this kills 99.9% of fucking whatever. Oh, that sounds great. Well, guess what? That .1 that you let live is stronger than any. It's got bigger balls and a bigger dick, and it probably fucks itself to mate. That's bigger and better than any of the fucking 99.9 you killed. So guess what? Its kids are going to be bigger and better. And that's how a virus works, everybody. Welcome to fucking lockdown. Just a year later, that you were that stupid. How many? You think you could go to Wendy's and just get a sign-on bonus and leave with it? Oh, here we go, guys. I got a bot. Check that out. Sweet. You guys are dumb. Wendy's is offering sign-on bonuses. Guess why? Because no one is working. Because everyone's making $600 a week on unemployment. And that is guaranteed through August. People talk about how these people have no education. These people that work at Wendy's and McDonald's, fast food in general, and some retail, they got no education. They're ignorant. They bullshit. They fucking up. They don't know what they're doing. They don't deserve this kind of money an hour. Do I think you deserve $600 a week for not working? I don't know, man. I think you're making a lot more than some people that do work. So maybe we need to figure that out. But here it comes. Talk about how they're uneducated, they're ignorant, they're stupid. Well, guess what? They ain't going back to work as long as they're getting $600 a week for not working. You think I would? Jack? Fuck no, I wouldn't. If I made $400 and something a week or less, or I'll tell you what, if I made $599 a week or less, $599, and I was getting $600 to do jack shit, ask me what the fuck I would do, and I think you'd know the answer. So don't tell me I'm not educated or I'm stupid or I'm ignorant. Your fault. Not my fault. Not my fucking fault. I'm taking it and I'm riding. These people are offering sign-on bonuses for ethics, for morals. Morals? The politicians are giving us... Look, there's a lot of people that don't get it. We're all going to owe. I get that. That's going to happen. That's fine. Let's not talk about that just yet. That's for an episode a couple of years from now. But we're going to blame them. We're going to hate on them then. Who the fuck cares right now? These people don't care anyway. There's a difference in there's a difference in right and wrong and morally correct and morally incorrect. And I'll tell you what the difference is what you wouldn't pick. Oh no, work hard, earn your money. Who gives a fuck about that? Who cares? Because guess who else doesn't? We're talking about the lowest of the low, right? People that don't work and don't earn it, they don't deserve shit. They're just bleeding out the tit of the government. I'm paying their wages, and I hate them, and that's bullshit. They're the lowest of the low. Well, guess who else takes money from you and don't give a fuck and sometimes don't even show up to work, end up in Martha's Vineyard and shit? The highest of the high. Who the fuck would you vote for, man? I'm voting for Rodney down in Jackson Hole, Arkansas. That's who I'm voting for. I mean, he's dumb enough to think that the Republicans are going to save him, and dumb enough to think the Democrats are going to take his guns away, but he's smart enough to sit on his ass and make $600 a week, but he was making $5.99 busting his ass at McDonald's a year ago. Oh, and they've also told him that you got 3 more months of this minimum. I'm voting for fucking Rodney. He's never paying it. He's not paying it back. He's not paying it back. What are they going to do? Look, you got a big generation of people like me, progressive, Bernie Sanders guys, right? All that. You've got a big generation, as proved in this election, of liberals and more semi-fucking capitalism. Whatever you want to call it. You got a big generation of the Trumpers and all this shit. What's going to happen? We're not going to starve them. Someone owes all this money back. Now, there might be this amazing peace fucking treaty, this big old fucking convention where we say, hey, it was COVID. Let's all forget about it. China, Russia, America, Afghanistan. I don't just name 162 fucking countries. And that'd be cool. And that'd be fine. But every country's going to try and get it out of their citizens. That's a fact. And I'm sorry to say it, but the people making $400 a week, the people who are busting their ass and serving me food and doing what they're doing, maybe just trying to make it, maybe had a bad rap, and that's how they make their fucking coin. I don't know, but the people that are making it, they're not going to pay it back. So good for fucking them for taking it out of that tit. If a tit doesn't have milk, you ain't drinking. Well, these motherfuckers, and it started before Biden got in, so we can't blame it on anyone fucking solely, are just squeezing the goddamn milk of that tit at a rapid pace. Well, American citizens are a baby, and we've been hungry for a while. And COVID's came along, and I think that's our big fucking plan to get out of debt with China and all of them, is try to make this COVID thing be like, hey, let's just squash it and start afresh. That'd be great. That would be great. And if that's how it works, that's fine. But number two is, every country's going to try and look. We've been hungry for a while. We've been asking for healthcare. We've been asking for you to pay attention to us. We've been asking for a little bit of that cash that you fucking got, that little bit of that milk. And if you gave us a little trip, if you fucking just fed us every 3 hours, we're little babies. Just feed us every fucking couple hours. We'd have been fine with it. We'll take universal health care. We'll take a little less. I'll take a little less of your let's say, taking one tit. I'll take a little less milk than your right tit going to the military or Wall Street or Texas. Just a little bit. Hey, give me a little bit. But what they're doing now is just squeezing the fucking tits until they're soaking dry. And if China is behind this fucking thing, which, by the way, 100%, Mick Motherwell quote, 100%, this was a man-made fucking virus. It was man-made in Wuhan, China. It was man-made in a huge fucking testing facility. I don't know who's behind it. If 700-800 countries were in on it, makes sense. If one country were in it, makes sense. If China wanted to fuck with us, this is exactly how they do it. If the Middle East has a fucking deal with China or a bunch of other people, this is exactly how they do it. We have shown our fucking cards. We're all fucking investing in Dogecoin. You're telling me that if there's a fucking big fucking war and I get drafted and I fight or some other people fight and people die and things go, it's like, oh shit, you didn't invest in Bitcoin in 2016, so you're homeless. Come on. We got to figure that shit out. That needs to be explained to everybody. Like, seriously, people I know that are ignorant as fuck are invested in it. People I know who are smart as fuck are invested in it. I don't know the difference. I haven't taken the time because I'm a slave to the traffic light like most of you guys. But I don't know. I'm just insanely disappointed in the state of affairs in the goddamn world, man. I think if, again, 100% man-made fucking virus, strain, whatever you want to call it. Argue with me, bitches. It definitely was not. Come on. It's not a coincidence. Number two, I don't know. I also get my second shot of the virus on Thursday coming. So if I am not available next week, it's because I'm a zombie and I'm out hunting brains. Guys, I will be a little professional. I'm trying to get into it and try to be a little better, trying to take this full time. Just bought a new device to go portable or mobile. Doing a very cool bagpipes to banjos session. I've got a really, really cool thing coming up, a new idea for a show. Don't want to give too much secrets away. I've had people steal ideas before. That being said, stay tuned for that. However, this week, Wednesday, 4/21, 2021, I have Anton LaPlume. He's from Side Hustle. Check Side Hustle, the band, out. Check out Anton LaPlume music. And check out Bottom of the Bill podcast. Anyway, I'm going to clean up my office and stuff because this guy's coming over. He's that fucking amazing. He's that cool. I'm really excited to have him. And I can't wait to ask him about his music influences and really, really get into his story. He's a real fun guy, and I think all of you guys will like it. That being said, he's also, a podcast host, he's a music guy, and I think that if we get stuff together, then we can absolutely do collaborations and stuff like that in the future. So really excited about Anton LaPlume coming over. Aaron Lane is supposed to join me anytime soon. And guys, I'm going to get out of here for the night. The cool thing about writing all these notes and not getting to them is you can always not think about shit and come on later and come on next week. Guys, I appreciate it. Check it out. It'll be live on YouTube. It's available on YouTube, Spotify, Cyber FM, MickMotherwell.com. Please check it out. And thank you so much for listening when you do. I don't know what else to say except if someone's got something on their face, like mustard, mayonnaise, ketchup, barbecue sauce, a booger, just tell them about it. Hey, man, I would love to know. And everybody always says, hey, I would tell you, but they wouldn't all the time, you know? If someone's got shit on their face and their nose, pull them aside and let them know, man. Hey, man, old booger, just get it. Because it's not gross. We all do it. It's a human thing. It doesn't mean that person's gross. That just means they haven't looked in the mirror in a little while. So if you got some shit on your face, you'd love me to tell you. So if anyone else got shit in your face that you know, let them know that they got shit in their face. And they need to get rid of it. Because you love them and you respect them. Now, if you don't respect them, you know what? I don't know. I still think you should let them. Anyway, MickMotherwell.com, and I don't like you.
Whacked out weirdo and a love bug junkie, sly as a fox, crazy as a loon. When Petty comes, he's a howling at the moon. He's my baby, don't mean me, never gonna let him go. In spite of ourselves, we'll end up sitting on a rainbow. Against all odds, honey, we're the big door prize. You're gonna spy our nose right off of our faces, and there won't be nothing but a big old heart dancing in our eyes.